Chris McCoy, 823 South Howard Street. I'm also talking about the Mountain View 32A. I'm looking at it from a different perspective, and I'm hoping that we can put the brakes on this a little bit. I understand the interpretation as being that this is, oh, just a little thing, but it's not a little thing, and the developer would not be buying this land unless we lift the intention of this land, which is that it's supposed to be green space. It's very clear in here, other recreational processes, not just a golf course. And you have all of these residents that are around this plot, and the city controls what happens with it as far as development goes. So if you take away that restriction, suddenly that becomes a very expensive piece of land. Suddenly Oxbow has something that I'm sorry, not Oxbow, what are they? Yeah, it is Oxbow, I'm sorry. Suddenly they have a piece of land that they can develop and put more housing on. They can put something on there, and all they have to do is come back and ask you for that approval, because they already own it. They've already had all the restrictions lifted. The original intent in 1966, and it's very clear on here, is to keep this as recreational property so that the people that are living around it can actually look down and have a green space, and they don't have to worry about having neighbors in giant apartment complexes right behind them, which is what we all know. That's exactly what's going to happen here. We know that's what's going to happen. You know that. If you're looking me in the eye right now and say, oh, I have no idea what they're going to do with it, then you're not being honest with yourself. I'm asking you, please, let's go back and review this a little bit before we do this. I understand if we can find a great development that's also going to provide some green space and really make this a Class A development that's going to be great for the people that already are there and the people that are going to move in, that's awesome. But lifting this right now before we know what they're going to do is basically giving them a bargain on this property before anybody else has a chance to bid with these sellers. If this is gone, then the sellers would be able to sell it to a bunch of people for a lot of money. As long as this is here, they can't. So we're really doing somebody a favor and then hoping afterwards that they do the right thing. And to be honest with you, after what happened with Skyline Drive and the fact that I still have to walk a half a mile to go up to a trailhead because the developer decided that that was more convenient for his people than for the people that use that trail all the time. This is exactly the same thing. We're destroying our green spaces and our access for a developer. And I'm going to ask you to please put the brakes on this. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.